Welcome to this edition of the Social Media Podcast, and I'm so excited that you're taking the time to tune in. And on today's broadcast, I'm going to be talking with you about how to effectively communicate your brand voice online. And thank you for tuning in. This is recorded, and so I definitely want to, you know, get your feedback and that type of thing. So if you like what we're talking about and you want to learn more about it, just feel free to go ahead and send me an email at pulsemarketingllc@gmail.com, and we will be sure to get back in touch with you. I'm going to go ahead and open this up for questions as well. All right. So if you have any questions that you want to focus on, or any questions that you would like to ask, I will be glad to answer those as well. So we're going to get started with this today. The first point that I want to make in today's session is talking about shaping your brand's voice for social media and why your brand voice is important. And the first point I want to make in this is that it showcases the people and the people behind your business, the way in which your business communicates, the language it uses, and the tone sets the internal culture, personality, and values of your brand and those of your workers. The second thing that building your brand voice does is it establishes rapport and trust. To successfully build rapport and trust between your brand and your customers, all of your communications need to be consistent and familiar from one message to the next. The result of this is that you will inevitably strengthen the perception that people have of your business while taking necessary steps to influence and persuade them to choose you over competitors. I definitely want to encourage you with that today. Is that that's the key to growing your online social media presence. I'm trying to find my thing here now. Okay, great. So let's go back into this. The third thing that it does is it distinguishes you from your competitors. When pitted against competitors, the way in which your messaging comes across needs to distinguish and separate you from the opposition. With each and every organization, we have our own ideas about who we are as a company. We have our own information to exploit and capitalize on these and relay them to your customers when you are communicating with them. So if you're using Facebook, if you're using Twitter, if you're using Instagram, if you're using videos in general, if you're using blogging, if you're using your website, all of these different things should be used to communicate what and who your brand voice is, and do it effectively. Brand character and persona. This will be your first port of call along the way to finding your brand's voice. The best thing you can do at this stage is carry out a bit of research into your customer base. Who are they? Is there a trending behavior among them? Once you identify these two questions, you can then adapt your persona to assimilate with your target audience. Find out who your customers are. Find out who they are, and in doing so, you can begin to understand that this is how we need to reach them. This is who they are. This is what we need to be posting. So we need to be putting in videos, and you begin to find out a lot of people are going to begin to like your content online, and they would begin to follow you on Twitter, Facebook, and begin to get into the conversation with you.